Hey friends, and welcome to video 2 of my self-publishing diaries series, where today I am showing you the official cover of episode 1 of my YA fantasy series on Wings of Ash and Dust. Oh, so excited, and a bunch of you are here live, and if you're on the replay, definitely say hi. But today we are talking about a few exciting things, not just the cover, but I'm going to be showing you the title because the series is on Wings of Ash and Dust, but we're going to show you the episode title and also the blurb, so the description of the book, so be able to hear that. And then I will also be revealing who my cover artist, my cover designer was, and she is a fabulous illustrator, so this is an illustrated cover, super excited to share it with you. And we're also going to talk about the design process. I'm going to show you everything from the initial sketches to how we got to the finished product. Yes, ooh, I'm so excited. Hi guys, everybody in the comments. I see JJ and Dania and Maya and Leanne and Anna and Stephanie and Matthias. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Everybody, you guys know, always tell me when I'm pronouncing names wrong. Dania, if I didn't say it already, hello guys. Thank you so much for being here live. I'm super excited to share everything with you because also today is the first day that this episode, this book, is on pre-order and available for you to purchase, which I will talk about that in a little bit. But first, just a huge, huge thank you to all of you, because as I shared last week, it has been 3 years of writing this story, finishing it so I could publish it. It's been such a long journey, and all of your excitement and support means the world to me, so thank you. And of course, another huge thank you to my patrons and my YouTube members. This dream of publishing a book and publishing it well, being able to hire professional editors and cover designers is all made possible by you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, and just in case you don't know much about the book yet, here are just a few quick details, and I'm going to pull up this a little bigger so you can see all the things. And when we get to the cover, it's going to be so exciting. And I'm just saying hi to Sadin and Gabrielle. You guys are coming in just in time. We're just starting to talk about all the goodies. But like I said, if you're unfamiliar with how this story is going to work, let me give you a little bit of a recap. First, On Wings of Ash and Dust is the series name. It is a YA fantasy and will eventually be a full-length novel, all the episodes together, but it will first be published as a serial, which is kind of like a TV show, but in book form. And basically, this whole story will be told through a series of 6 novella-sized episodes, which will release in ebook form every 2 weeks, starting from the first week of publication, which is, I think I'm going to say it later again, but August 3rd. And before I publish all the episodes as one physical book later on, they'll first be coming out as these episodic ebooks. And basically, I'm kind of publishing 6 mini books over the span of 3 months. So kind of crazy, but I'm really excited. And then there'll be one big book at the end. Let me know if you have any questions about that. This means for cover-wise, by the end of this publishing series, there will be a total of 7 covers released, 1 for each of the 6 episodes in the serial ebooks, and 1 big one for the physical book that will be released later on with all the episodes inside. Right now, all episode covers are finished, except for the physical wrap for the physical book at the end, which I'll be working on as the ebooks kind of release. But all the other ones, the 6 for the ebooks, are already done. So I'm like itching to show you all of them, but you're only going to get one today. And if you're wondering when they will be published, like I said before, and I said last week in my publishing checklist and timeline video, episode 1 will release August 3rd, which is only a month and a half away. I'm kind of freaking out, you guys, like in the best way possible. And it seems like you guys are all excited too. I'm just loving that I'm seeing all the comments and yay and excitement. And thank you guys again so much for being here. Whee! Okay, so now let's get into a little bit of what the story is first, and then we'll get into the process of how I decided to do an illustrated cover, and I'm going to show you the cover then, and then we're going to talk about how I worked with my cover designer. So you guys ready? As I've mentioned before, what the entire series is about, you can actually check out on my website. It spoils a little bit of stuff that's going to be happening past episode 1. So I'm not going to say that right here in case you don't remember or you haven't heard it before. But what I'm going to focus on here is just the blurb for episode 1 today. And so here it is. This is what is on Amazon right now. Pixie Pirate Quinn may be an outlaw, wanted by all 5 fairy clans, but she prefers it that way. All she wants is to finally become a captain in the pirate fleet and bury her true identity beneath the rolling waves. Except she never expected to be looting a funeral, least of all her twin brothers. Derailed by the news of his sudden death after he entered a competition for the fairy crown, Quinn can't stay in the shadows any longer. Risking everything she's built to avenge him, Quinn and her crew of outcasts infiltrate the world of clashing clans to attempt their biggest heist yet. But there's more at stake than she knows. And to truly honor her brother, she'll have to face the dark past she spent years hiding while evading the same dangers that claimed her brother's life. Oh, what do you guys think? I'm really curious. Oh, and actually I have one more kind of blurby thing at the end just to tell you a little even more about it. Wings of Betrayal is the first episode in the On Wings of Ash and Dust serial, full of action and intrigue with a unique world and fresh take on Fae. This YA fantasy adventure is perfect for fans of Six of Crows and the Folk of the Air series. So that was really nerve-wracking to share because I've been working on the blurb for a long time and getting feedback and all kinds of stuff. And I'm probably going to still keep updating it and hopefully making it even better. But that is the blurb right now. We're excited about heist stories. Yay, Maya, I'm excited. Leanne says the blurb has me hyped for episode 1. Yes. Mary says, love it. Oh, this is what I love about going live is I get to see your guys' reactions in real time. Gabrielle's all excited about the journey. Yay, yay, yay. JJ says, great blurb, can't wait to read it. Awesome. And JJ and Mary, they're some of my patrons. And what I'd love to do with some of the upper tiers is actually bring them through some of the very bad versions of what this blurb was, and then show them the evolution of how we got to where it is. Matai says, love it. Yay, you guys love it. Thanks, Anna. Donnie says, amazing. Yay. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really means a lot. Gabrielle said, I have to go. That's fine. You can always check out the replay. It'll be up after this. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for your excitement. I'm like jittery. Okay, so now let's get on because we're going to talk about how I came to the point of deciding to do an illustrated cover because there's so many different kinds. And then I'm going to show you the blurb. Sorry, then I'm going to show you the cover, and then we're going to talk about the cover design process. So what I wanted to share with you guys, in case you are trying to decide for yourself, if you're a writer and you're trying to decide what kind of cover you want to do, the very first thing I did is I started saving cover types that I really loved in my genre. And so I'm actually going to go over to Pinterest. Pinterest is your friend, you guys. And on my one of my Pinterest boards is fantasy book covers. And I started seeing a trend between a few different things. First, there was like sort of big text with like icons on the cover. Then I saw kind of model covers that were then photoshopped to look really fantasy and magic-ish. And then there were illustrated ones. And my heart always gravitated towards the illustrated ones, but I wanted to make sure that it was really something that my genre, people who read my genre, were really excited about. So then after taking the Publish and Thrive course by Sarah Cannon, I actually started looking through the bestsellers lists and looking into what genres I thought my book would really fit into. And I wanted to look at the list and see what is really trending in the top books in my genre. So if you look, I chose myth and legends, obviously for like Fae and such. I also chose epic and a couple of different ones. And pretty much in all of the lists here, you can see there is a lot of illustrated covers. There's also a mix of all these other ones, but illustrated was definitely up there, and especially ones that had like elves or fae in it. And so I was like, okay, I'm in good company. This is really exciting. I think I'm going to kind of move forward with this. And then I realized a sub kind of genre of that was that illustrated covers then had a bunch of different styles. And so I started sharing a bunch of different illustrated covers on my Pinterest boards, and there were like full body and then like half body and then like just like the face sometimes, like Aurora Rising, which is one of my faves. And so I was looking at all of this as I was considering how I wanted to go about making my cover. And I also, because my fairies have wings, and they have all these different kinds of wings based on what clan they're a part of, I really wanted to feature that. And so I thought if I went through the model kind of phase or decision, then my cover designer would have to work really hard to make sure the wings kind of match the person. Anyway, I decided to go with illustrated at the end of the day, and I decided to go half body because as I was talking to different illustrators, basically like if you wanted the face, it was like just the face, it was the cheapest option, and the more of the body you wanted to show, usually the more expensive it was. So then let me get you guys over here to back to my slides. Here we go. Then I had to decide on a illustrator cover designer, and that I knew was going to be really hard because there's so many amazing artists out there. And what a lot of you were asking at first is if I went with my very good friend and awesome artist, Arctic Paintbrush, who is over on Instagram. You should definitely check her out. And I know a lot of people were asking because she designed my merch, which actually I'll just pull this up real fast. Here we go. So you'll see on here, she drew the characters that are on the t-shirts and the pencil covers and all this different kind of cute stuff. And I loved it so much. But I already knew Ingrid and I didn't know a lot of other illustrators, and I wanted to sort of check out what was out there. But I did really love the emojis that she created and want to shout her out. She's not linked down below. I'll definitely link her below because she does a wide variety of different kinds of illustrations. But I want to cast my net pretty wide and see what kind of options I had. So then I found Hillary Barden, who is also on Instagram as Rebarden. And it's sort of hard to see. I'm going to bring this up here. It's hard to see on her feed here, but when I bring up a couple of the pictures close up, you can see that her style and what I was seeing on her feed was really matching and complementing what I was seeing on Pinterest when I was saving illustrated covers, and like the vibe and the coloring and the detail and the shading and all this different kind of stuff. And so what I did with her is I actually hired her to first do character art. And again, if you're going for an illustrator, sometimes they can be pretty pricey, but I was lucky enough to find an illustrator in my budget. And it was even cheaper to start off by hiring her to do just character art, because when you hire someone to do something you're going to use commercially, they have to tack on a commercial fee so you can have the license to put it out there and people will purchase it and all kinds of things. So what I did is basically auditioned her by saying, I'm going to pay you to create character art for me, for my character. And if I really like it, I'd love to, either do an edition that's going to be on the cover, or if I really like just what you made, we can put it on the cover and I'll just pay the commercial fee after that. So I ended up loving her cover art or her character art so much and fell in love with it so much that it's actually what we used on the cover. So are you guys ready for the cover reveal? I am going to just pop in the comments real fast because I saw some and I don't want to miss any of your guys' comments. We got some other love for the blurb. Jennifer, I love the blurb. Can't wait to read the book. Thank you. Just got here and it sounds great. Thank you, Anna. This is my critique partner, Bethany. Thanks, Bethany. Let's see. Alex, hi, Alex. I've been using Pinterest a lot for my work in progress. Yeah, so many uses for Pinterest for authors. Hi, Jacqueline said, Ingrid did the cover for my book and I just put it on pre-order today. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. So exciting. Yes. So I know Ingrid's doing a lot of covers too. So you should definitely check her out. Both of these artists are amazing. Hudson says, so exciting. I love it. Thank you. Okay, cool. So what we are going to do, I'm actually going to take out, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I want to kind of zoom into the artwork so you guys can see like every aspect of it. So I'm going to say share screen and I'm going to pick the cover. You guys ready? It's going to pop up. It's going to happen. This is my main character, Quinn, on the cover of episode 1 without the typography. I'll show you the typography in just a second. But what she did is did the cover art, and then I did the typography. So I'll just show you the artwork because it's that gorgeous. Ah, there she is, my pixie pirate Quinn. I'm just gonna zoom in to some of the detailing here because, oh my gosh, I just loved her face, her pixie fairy ear here, her wild hair. We've got the moon, and it's got all this like sparkly kind of detail and magicness. We've got this like epic kind of torn apart ship in the background. Her dragon wings. She is, if you guys have heard me talk about the clans before, she's part of the Willian clan, or was part of the Willian clan, who are just really epic and fierce. And she's got her daggers, which become important in the story, and her pirate getup. And then we've got, she's like in the water, and we've got these like sparkle kind of water droplets kind of flinging everywhere because she's going with her swords. And I just think, oh, I just love it so much. So I would love to know what is some of your favorite parts of the art, and I would love to screenshot your guys' reactions and send them to Hillary, because I know she would just be so encouraged to see what you guys think. So Matthias is freaking out. Mary is saying it's gorgeous, love it. Jane says it's beautiful, congratulations, thank you. Yeah, it is so beautiful. And while we are, I'm actually going to take this down and show you what the typography looks like. So give me just a second. We're going to share my screen again here, and I'd love to bring up some more of your comments. Okay, now I want to go back here. Okay, so now I can show you the title of episode 1, which sort of plays off the series title with Wings. Not all of the titles will play off that, but this is Wings of Betrayal, the Fairy Rebel. The Fairy Rebel is the subtitle. And there's the typography. There's my name on the cover, which is crazy. It's just like, is so surreal and so cool. And what I did is I paid her for the artwork, and then I said I would do the typography myself. I got the font from creativemarket.com and asked some friends and did some YouTube searching about how to do that well through Photoshop. And I think it came out pretty good. I had a different font at first that was just like, I thought it was good at first. And then after I gave it some breathing room, I was like, this is not good. And so then I found this one, and I love it. I hope you guys love it too. Yay, Jennifer, it's stunning. Love the dual daggers, me too. Jennifer, I love the wings on her, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I'll give you a little spoiler. Every cover is going to have a different main character. So Quinn's perspective is the perspective throughout the whole story in every episode, but there are 4 other kind of main players that come in the rest of the story that you'll meet one of them by the end of episode 1, and then you'll meet the other 3 in episode 2. And each of the covers will feature a different character, and they each have different wings. And it's just, I can't wait for you guys to see. Yay, thank you, JJ, Anna. That's gorgeous. So excited to read this. I'm so excited, and stay tuned because I'm going to tell you how you can get your hands on it. I think the small details in the background are really nice. This is fitting for what you're going for. Thank you. And then, yes, that ship in the background. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite things for sure. Yes, aesthetic. Caitlin, thank you. It's beautiful, and you're getting so close to publication. Yes, oh my gosh, so close. And thank you, Caitlin. I'm going to say this in a little bit, but there's a bunch of you that were on my cover reveal team and have been sharing it on Instagram and other places today. So thank you so much for sharing it. Yay, can't wait, good. Okay, well, there's more to share, so don't go anywhere. Because like I said, we've been sharing all day on Instagram. So if you're not over there, I'm author Brittany Wang on Instagram as well, and got to create a bunch of these mock covers or mock images for my cover. And so you can see it in like ebook and physical and on the phone, and it just looks really cool. So this has been like a really fun thing for me to kind of put together. And if you're wondering how I made these mock-ups and promo images, I just want to give a shout out to BookBrush, which is amazing. Their tool is so easy for authors to create images like these. and so much more. They actually have a book trailer creator, and they have a box set. Like if you have a box set of different things, it's a 3D box set image of all your books as well. So easy to use. And I'm actually having one of the founders come join me on my channel in a couple weeks to show you guys all the different things, because as I was going through it, I was like, I don't even know if I can show all this well enough. Like I need somebody to like come in here and show my audience this, because it's so cool. So if you're excited about that, let me know, because I think these tools will be really helpful for you. But now I really want to show you the cover evolution. I want to show you the process real quick of how the cover was created, where we started and where we got to. And I will just put a big disclaimer here, is that every illustrator and cover designer works differently. So I can't promise that what you'll see here is what you would experience if you work with someone, but I'm just going to show you what I experienced, because it's always nice to get like a starting point and see what other people have gone through. And I will say that even if you're not going with an illustrator, some of these same things will probably apply to those that would do like a more Photoshop kind of cover, because there's just some similar steps, some similar things that you would have to give the cover designer, and then some similar steps that they would do with you, I think. So let's just start here with what I had to give Hillary, and I'll just make this a little smaller, because I just wanted to list out for you guys some things that would be helpful maybe to give your cover designer. I gave her things about the character that was going to be on the cover. So general description, wings, the clothes that she would wear, personality and skills, and then what I wanted on the background. So that was something that we talked about too. And like I said before, with each cover, there's going to be a new character, but they're also going to be in a different part of my fairy world. And so I wanted to feature a different part of the world in the background as well. And so we talked about that. We talked about any magical elements that I wanted to showcase. And then sometimes I included a short passage from the episode if I thought that that would be helpful, if it was descriptive of something I'd like to see on the cover. And then I also got a bunch of inspirational pictures together, including comparative book covers to show her. So if I pull this back up here and I go to one more Pinterest board, can't get enough of Pinterest, just to show you an example, this was the one that I showed Hillary. And you can see a mix of different pirates and different pirate ships, and then positioning and like kind of action poses. And then I had some actresses that I thought kind of inspired maybe what I saw in my head when I thought of Quinn. So a lot of this was really inspirational as well, and I think helpful for Hillary to see. Cool. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over here, because another thing that I shared with her was some inspiration pictures from character art that I got. I actually won the ability to get some character art on Instagram. Gosh, I can't even remember how long ago this was. It might have even been like 2 years ago, from Pip400 Art, who's also another very fun, very talented illustrator. And she drew up Quinn at that time when I had Quinn in my head. This is kind of what she looked like. And so this is where everything got started. So I sent this to Hillary as well. And then, and then I showed you the Pinterest board, but then we got into the sketches. And so this was a really, really fun thing, because based on what I had given her, if I can get to this part here, if my cursor is sort of floating over this top section here, this is what was sent to me originally from Hillary. And then she was nice enough, usually she just takes, I have to pick one, and then she kind of starts developing it from there. But as it was our first time and I couldn't really decide and I need a little more detail, she gave a little more detail and adjustment to 3 of them. So you can see here that, let's see, this one became this one. Oh no, this one became this one. And then this one became this one. And I think, oh, and then this one was flipped and kind of became this one. So then I have these three to kind of choose from. Okay, then I picked one, obviously, that looks the closest to what you've already seen. And we came up with this sketch. Well, Hillary came up with it, but then we started developing it into the different details. And so she would send me different stages of what it would look like. And then we got to color, which was super exciting. So you can see this different like stages that she sent me, and I got to give feedback. And one thing we did at this stage is I started kind of scaling the pictures that she was sending me down to thumbnail size. So it could be the same size as what you would see on like the bestsellers list. So see how small that is, and how much, like, even though beautiful, like intricate detail is like great when you can see it up big, what a lot of people are going to see is the small thumbnail size. So I had to start scaling the picture down to really make sure that it like popped, and that you could really see everything that I really wanted the reader to see. And so what we went on from there is I was like, can we make it a little brighter? Add some back glow to her. You can see one of them has like notes that I put to her that actually was talking about like, can we put the sea spray or here too? And we talked about the flames and making them even bigger and brighter. So we had those magical elements, and yeah, eventually it got to this stage, and I was just so in love. I was like, I need you to do all the other covers for me, please. And as I said before, then I sort of went looking for fonts, and was able to find a font I really loved, and that was it. So I have a couple other things I want to share with you guys, but I did want to check the comments real fast, see how you guys are doing. But yeah, I hope it was fun to like kind of see the process. And if you have any questions about the process or any questions about the story or the art, please let me know, because I could do that in the last couple minutes. Maya, they look so cool, all lined up together. Oh my gosh, again, like I'm like itching to just show you all of them. But that is like the dream, right? Is like when I can put like all of them kind of on my website, kind of lined up. Yeah, they look so, so cool together. Yes, so, so cool. I'm glad you think it's so pretty. Excited to learn more about BookBrush. Yes, I will be sharing that in a couple weeks, and can't wait for it to come out. Yes, so here is the big news. Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I want to say thank you again so, so much to my cover reveal team. And if you would like, if you're excited about this story and you want to help support it, there's a few different ways that I've linked down below. You can add it to your Goodreads. It's on Goodreads right now. I've linked my Instagram post where I revealed the cover. And if you want to just reshare that to your Instagram stories, or take one of the images that's there and do a repost of your own and tag me, that would be so amazing. You can definitely still get in on the fun. But the big announcement is that Wings of Betrayal is out on pre-order today. And so the link to where it is on Amazon, you can find that right now. And what is really cool is that I'm actually doing a pre-order giveaway where everyone wins. So if you pre-order I keep wanting to say on Wings of Ash and Dust, but Wings of Betrayal episode 1, you will get at least 4 early chapters. I might even give you guys a little bit more than 4 chapters, but at least 4 early chapters of this story. So you'll get the whole story on release day, but in exchange for pre-ordering and as a thank you from me, I would love to send you some early chapters so you can read it early. And all you have to do is fill out the pre-order giveaway form that is also in the description down below. And all the details are there and everything. So after you pre-order, you can go to the form, just upload the proof of purchase, and you will get those early chapters within the next week or so. I'm just tweaking up some final proofreading things, and then I will be sending it out to you guys. And then I will also say too, if you just can't wait to get the whole story, my patrons will be getting early copies by the end of this month of the entire episode. It will be, might have a couple just minor errors in there that if they let me know they see, I'm going to clean up before I publish it, but for the most part, it should be good to go. So that's another way that you can also support this book, but also get an early copy, is by joining my Patreon, which should be linked down below. And if it's not, patreon.com/authorbrittany Wang. Yeah. So that is pretty much everything I wanted to share with you guys. And just to let you know that coming up, I actually have a couple of marketing video ideas that I'm going to be sharing. So I'm going to be sharing all of the ideas and all the plans that I have for marketing, because I have a ton. And especially if you are either just curious of what's coming up, or you're a writer and you're like, I want to, get some ideas. I think they will really help you. And then, like I said, we'll be having that BookBrush tutorial too coming up as well. Cool. So I'm going to just check out the last few comments and then we're going to wrap things up. But thank you guys so, so much for being here. It really means the world to me. I'm so glad you like the cover. And if you would be so wonderful, if you want to pre-order today, that would be great because every pre-order sort of lets Amazon know how many people are excited about this book, what lists they should be putting it in so that other readers can find it. And it would just mean the world to me. So I just wanted to hop back in for the last few comments here. Matthias says, I just want to say I'm in love with this entire aesthetic. Thank you so much. So am I. I'm amazed by it all. Congrats. Thank you, Melissa. Yay. Oh my gosh, too many comments. I can't keep track of them all. JJ says, added to my Goodreads and pre-ordered it already. JJ, thank you. I'm not gonna cry. That's so amazing. Thank you so, so much for doing that, especially because you're already a patron. Thank you so, so much. Sadin, I just pre-ordered too. Thank you, Sadin. You guys are making my day so much. Donnie says, woo, yes. Huh. Let's see, Gameplay Planet, do you have an audio copy of it? I'm visually impaired. That is something I would love to start working on once the episodes are out. It's a whole other thing that I have to like kind of research and make sure I do it well, but I would love to do audio and that's definitely something I want to do coming up. So thank you for bringing that up because if you guys are interested in that, I will definitely get on that sooner rather than later. To hear like a professional kind of read the story and the voices and all that stuff would be so amazing. I've also had acting experience, so I've thought about doing it myself, but it's something I would definitely have to kind of test out. And I actually might be doing like a read aloud of some of the early chapters with my patrons sometime this week. I've been wanting to try that out and see how that goes. I've been seeing Sarah Cannon do it on her channel with her series and it looks like so much fun. So I might be doing some of that with them this week as well. And that'll probably help me decide if I really want to read my own audiobook or if I want to hire somebody. I'm so glad you can't wait. Katie, hi, thanks for being here. Congratulations, Brittany, how exciting. Thank you. And Matthias, would love to hear your marketing ideas. Yes, next week, that is the video that is coming out. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Like this video if you haven't already. You can share it as well. Congrats, Brittany, says Anna, can't wait. It's also in my Goodreads. Yay! Thank you guys so, so much. It's actually happening. This is real. It's really happening. Okay, I'm going to sign off so this video doesn't get too long. Thank you again so, so much. We'll be back next week with some marketing ideas and more reveals of this story and snippets and sneak peeks are coming. So stay tuned and thank you guys again for hanging out with me today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was helpful. Bye.